My name is Alice Maniki. Welcome to my channel where we talk about issues that young and new mothers go through during the journey of motherhood, create awareness about postpartum depression, and offer emotional support. Join me today as we discuss a few tips on how to practice self-love, which is very important. Welcome. So in a previous episode, we talked about the purpose of self-love. We said how important self-love is, especially during the journey of healing from postpartum depression or any other trauma that you have gone through. Now, today I will share a few tips on how you can practice self-love and incorporate self-love in your journey of healing. Now, the first one is to allow yourself to feel your feelings and be able to deal with them. You know what happens most of the time is that we tend to bottle our feelings, and we have said this before. We tend to bottle our feelings. Instead, today, try and allow yourself to feel those feelings. Whether you're feeling sad, whether you're feeling angry, whether you're feeling confused, allow yourself to feel them. Allow yourself to get around and understand those feelings deeply in order for you to deal with them. This way you'll be able to deal with these feelings, and in the process you're going to realize that you are not your feelings. Feelings are just visitors, but if you bottle them, they will stay with you, and because they are visitors, a day will come and they will blow up, and that is where depression comes in. So today, purpose to allow yourself to feel those feelings and then identify them and be able to deal with them. And also keep in mind that you are not those feelings. Those feelings are just visitors and they will come and go. Alright? If you're feeling weak today, just know that you're just feeling weak because of a certain situation. It does not mean you are weak yourself. So when you bottle that emotion, it will stay in your mind that you are weak. But if you allow yourself to feel the emotion and deal with it and deal with the situation that is making you feel weak, the situation will go away and you realize that you are not weak yourself. It was just a feeling. Alright? Another way to practice self-love is include a self-care plan in your life. I have talked about self-care a lot of times, and I will not stop doing so because self-care is very important and it goes a long way in highlighting self-care in your life. Self-care can be as little as making yourself a cup of coffee if you like coffee. It can be as simple as taking yourself out for a movie if you love movies. Self-care is very important. This way you're showing yourself self-compassion, right? Feel safe around yourself and be able to be yourself and not be afraid to be the person you are. Self-care is very, very important. It is very important even in taking care of your mental health. It is very, very important. Another thing is to stop focusing on people's opinion about yourself a lot. Remember, we said self-love involves you being familiar with yourself, knowing your inner self completely better than anyone else around you. So sometimes if you listen a lot if you listen to people's opinions about yourself a lot, you tend to get confused because one will think you're smart, the other one will think you're dumb. One will think you're beautiful, the other one will think you're ugly. So you get confused. So before you start focusing on people's opinion, know who you are. Focus on who you think you are. Tell yourself you are so and so, you are beautiful, you're smart, you're everything, and it doesn't matter what others say. I'm not saying you shut out all people's opinions. Sometimes they are good, especially if it comes from our friends around you. people you consider good friends. They can be good, and they help you improve your personality. But don't focus on them at all, because sometimes you might get confused and you won't know who you really are. So first focus on who you think you are. Make yourself that person you think you are, and no one can change your mentality about that. That way you realize that self-love is becoming easy for you to practice. So self-love also includes you being positive. Try and be positive at all times, no matter what. Remember, we said that your thoughts attract what you think. Your thoughts attract what you think about. So if you're positive, you will tend to attract positiveness, and if you're negative, you will tend to attract negative things around you. Right? So try and be positive no matter the situation. Try to look at the positive side of every situation and try to attract positiveness. This way you'll be able to even separate yourself or move away from toxic people in your life. You'll be able to eliminate toxic people from your life. And that comes to my next point. Do not be afraid to eliminate toxic people from your life. Remember, toxic people are negative, and we're trying to be positive here. So do not be afraid. Sometimes it's really hard to move away from toxic people, but when you do so, you realize that you're being more positive. And remember, we said self-love is everything positive and everything good. So even as you're moving away from people, do not be rude to them. Do not treat them bad. Do not do those bad things to them because they are being toxic to you and all that. You realize you're being the same as them, so you can peacefully move away. You can peacefully stop being close to them, just slowly by slowly, and start being you, being positive yourself. All right. Also try and eat healthy, exercise, and do good things to yourself, because exercise and eating healthy goes a long way in improving your mental health. And remember, self-love is everything mental. So eat well, exercise, have good sleep management methods, and you realize that self-love will be easy for you to practice as you go by. So remember, I keep saying self-love is very, very important, especially in your healing process, in your healing journey. And also, even if you're not healing, even if you're not going through anything at all, self-love is very important. It goes a long way in making you a more productive person. So I wish you all the best as you practice self-love, and I hope to see you next in the next episode. For now, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. You can also follow me on Instagram, that is everything_moms, Facebook, everything moms, or you can reach me via email or phone call, and I will be in touch. For now, it's bye-bye.